This production is a fun way to introduce the IAOMT membership to the first step in continuing the legacy and starting a new era, completing the past. It is for the sole use of IAOMT members. No animals were harmed in the making of this production. 15 brave and diverse IAOMT members attended the Legacy Sessions in Chicago, which is also home of the Stanley Cup champion Chicago Blackhawks, who were led this year by a great Canadian, Jonathan Toews. The group was also blessed with Nestor Shapka's office manager, Brenda, who should be crowned queen for tolerating the rest of us for 5 days. The first 3 days were spent completing the past of the IAOMT. Led by Robert Sherrick, we worked through completing the past, which is necessary for any person or organization to begin transformation and become more and more and more effective. Not completing the past is likened to giving a toothless, grumpy, sick, protein-deficient man a piece of beef jerky and expecting him to flourish. Of course he won't, but give him teeth and watch him heal and transform. Completing the past is the teeth for the IAOMT, to take what was fragmented and make it whole and of great importance. Importance to who? Listen to Robert.
Taking what's fragmented and making it into an integrated whole. But something that's of great importance, not just something that's been around for 25 years. But great importance to whom? Well, maybe in the world.
That's correct. He said the world. Before each of us can complete the past of the IAOMT, we must consider how we occurred in the old era by understanding several contexts and distinctions. The first of these is completion. What is completion? Completion is not forgetting about something. It is not finished with something or over and done with it. It is more how you relate to something. If you are complete with something, you can remain whole and fulfilled. If you are not complete with something, it robs you of time, focus, and effectiveness. It is always affecting the way you occur. If you are complete with everything, then what is in front of you is nothing. A perfectly clean slate and the most powerful position to create breakthroughs to a new level of performance. Watch Robert in this clip.
So if you don't master this one, you walk around with this big, thick past. You know what I mean? It's letting go of it. It's not dismissing it. It's not making it wrong. It's not making it right. It's being able to let go of it with whatever speed you can let go of it. And the degree to which you can get it over here frees you up. Allows you to be being in the world, so to speak, naked. Most of us aren't naked in the world, so we can't see things with that kind of limitlessness. Do you know what I mean?
The past of any person or organization has the good, the bad, and the ugly. And if we can take that past and complete it, put it in a place where it doesn't affect us, then the world opens up to us. Put it in an envelope and place it behind you and enjoy the wonderful emptiness in front of you. Understand we can always refer to the past if we choose, but it no longer affects how we occur as an organization or an individual because we are complete with it. Giving up a way of being for an individual in an organization is a power move. Common ways of being that need to be given up are too nice, too shy, too smart, too dumb, and the favorite of all time, too busy.
How many times have you experienced, not being present because you're so busy getting to the next place that's coming up right behind this one that you don't have enough time for this one, and you are being busy? You get what I mean? It robs you of being present.
All these ways of being are persistent and affect how a person occurs to other people, sometimes positively and sometimes negatively. Why is this important? Because an organization is only as good as the language and listening of the people inside it. So you can see that giving up a way of being individually is paramount to the success of the organization the individual is in. The conversations within an organization define how it is perceived and how it performs. Almost all organizations have rackets. No, not that kind of racket. It's a racket like racketeering, where you've got a restaurant in the front and a crap table in the back. So what's IAOMT's front? Well, it's the vanguard of science-based biological dentistry. And what's in the back? What racket are we running?
Are you righteous?
Righteous.
Is it righteous? It's a good one, huh? Righteous.
How do we know that righteousness is a racket? Well, it explains our persistent complaints, and it costs our organization.
What does it cost you to run this racket?
Effectiveness in the world.
Effectiveness, exactly. And here's the thing, don't just do this as like some intellectual exercise. Actually be with the experience of the costs of this. Then that makes a difference. Respect. So what it's costing you is respect. Harmony. God. Yeah, it costs you being connected. By the way, in the 21st century, you know what the game is? Connectedness. You're pointing to it. It's costing relationships for sure. You've lost people. Look, Murray Vimmy's not somebody who's not committed to what you're up to.
Time and energy.
Yeah, time and energy. It's costing you time and energy. What else is it costing?
Money.
Money. Accountability. Success.
Growth.
There's no one less powerful than someone who is being right, making other people wrong. You're looking at the enemy and it ain't out there. It's never been out there.
It's us.
Really. It's costing you your power. Your power. What are you beginning to see here?
Do we need to give that up?
Well, no, you can keep running it. Have a great time. That's the whole thing. You don't have to give it up. If you're comfortable in the sewage, enjoy it. For some people, it smells like roses. There's no enrollment possible while you're running the racket.
The racket can only be given up by each member declaring responsibility for the organization.